Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we are returning to Hearts of Iron 4. We've just won our victory against France and we're now reshuffling all of our troops. As you can see, I sent most of our guys back towards the east against the border with the Soviet Union, which has somewhat ominously cancelled the non-aggression pact with us. So let's see what that is about. A couple of our forces are also going to go down to Yugoslavia because Italy is justifying against them. And then lastly, we've got a couple of guys here, well, pretty much preparing against Holland. I don't think that Holland is going to join the Allies, but if they do, I would like some troops to be here. And also that will sort of strengthen the position should the British at any point try to attack. And we're also going to send our troops here towards basically the entire coast, so they should guard that somewhat at least. Lastly, a couple of the troops that are going to the border with Yugoslavia are actually coming from Norway because there's just way too little supply here. So we're going to pull these guys off and send them south. Hopefully that should help out there. And then speaking of no supply, we've also got the situation down here in Africa where things are not looking great necessarily. So let's see whether we can do anything here. Bring these tribes. Ooh, Rudolf has withdrawn. So, did we have him as an advisor? I don't think we did. No. So, everything should still be alright. Can we basically, by the way, pick anyone else? I would love to have someone who gives us a little bit more infrastructure building, but I don't see anyone. So, I think the only real version here is the Prince of Terror for the non-core manpower, which is okay, but not really that great. Well, we have sent more troops here, but I would love for them to actually reinforce. It's 9%. It should really be reinforcing. Okay, at least we have one over here. There's our second group. We're still suffering from immense supply shortages there. At least the situation here in this part of the front line is a little bit better, so let's try to get rid of these guys then. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you guys are done now. Now that's all fine and good, but I think we really need to pull off a couple of units here because again, the supply situation, we just can't support these guys doing that. So, it is what it is. Right, by the way, I did spot a couple of British units here. There we go, you can see these guys. So what I did is I sent all of our submarines into these waters here across Norway, hoping to catch some of their transports. We're going to need to see whether that is truly going to work out. But yeah, we'll see. And you can see a lot of our troops here are now crossing towards Denmark, I guess, and then taking the train hopefully from there. As long as they don't take the entire Atlantic route, I'm going to be happy about that. Right, you guys are coming back to the front line, so I suppose that's fine. That attack doesn't seem to go anywhere really. Soviet Union and and Finland sign a white peace, kind of as we expected. We have enough fuel for the moment, so that's fine. Okay, sinking some submarines there, that's cool. I guess we could also actually produce a couple more naval bombers, right? Oh, we are extremely short on stuff. Why is that? Vichy France, you're not really delivering as much as we asked for, do you? Well, in that case, you're actually shy on people who can deliver stuff to us. Okay, that's much better. Tungsten. We're going to need to ask Portugal for more. Yeah. I would love for Vichy to deliver more, but doesn't seem to be in the cards. Fuel. Romania is delivering some here, but doesn't seem to be enough. So let's ask for a little bit less, so that we're not wasting as much capabilities there. Non-aggression pact from Finland. Sure, we're going to accept that. Swordfish sunk. Yeah, our troops here are going to be in trouble. Just look at this. They even have so much better attack power here. Honestly, I just don't think that this is viable at all. We're gonna assign you guys over here. You're gonna be pulled back. You're gonna hold the line a little bit there. But it's a big issue. Right, and we can actually also ask this entire army group here to at least prepare some sort of advance just in case the Soviets do attack. We're probably going to attack in a year or so. Well, this is also interesting. Well, Right, let's have you guys all attack. We have them somewhat pocketed, so I guess that's going to be fine. Can you cross to that? Yeah, well, you can. Let's go this way. Right, you guys are fine. You can actually support that too. So, hopefully that's going to be enough. I think once we kick out some of these guys, sort of the fire will concentrate on the rest, and that should be enough, I think, to actually beat them. Oh, notice we are actually attacking some convoys here, and apparently some other stuff. Yeah, they do have heavy cruisers, destroyers. It's mostly Norwegian stuff, so not exactly the British troops that I was hoping to sink here. But still, no, indeed it is some Brits there, so that's nice. Good, okay, guys, all of you, before you now chase off to the south, let's actually make sure that you understand that there is another front line nearby. And not only that, I would actually like you to advance towards Trondheim? No, Narvik. There we go. Right, can you actually advance here? Yeah, you can. Okay, so let's have you come around there. Proper naval battle? Nah, not really. Just a couple of convoys. Yeah, we need to be a little bit mindful about that, but so far that seems to be pretty cool. Right. Troops here. At least we are pulling back now. And hopefully that is going to be enough. Yeah, these troops should have now come to the north, which is fine, so that's good. Question of Yugoslavia. Let's just continue to exert pressure there. Some supply issues over here. Yeah, that looks better for now. I think we really truly need to build up our capabilities. How's construction looking? Yeah, we are doing a lot of things here, but maybe deprioritize that. Some more fuel would be lovely, but honestly, some of these infrastructure projects will take such a long time that I do think that we need to prioritize them a little bit more here. What's going on? Something. Did hear one of these East Africa, Tripoli. No, everything fine. Right. Anything else here that we can do? That makes sense? No. Women in the workforce? We can go for a little bit more Dutch influence, I suppose, since we have them left up for now. Okay, now something is happening here that I did not want, and that is all of these troops are withdrawing. Did you get to the south already? That you, yeah? Yeah, okay, fine. Norway has capitulated, that's good. Lots of infantry equipment. And we've got the submarine hull, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll need to probably send some forces here to actually reinforce that position. But you guys can all get to the south here. And then we're going to cross there, and that's going to be fine. Right, we did finish the submarine hull. Anything else then that we need? I guess the snorkels are a good idea. So let's go ahead and grab these so that we can immediately build better submarines there. And that, I suppose, should be pretty good. We are getting too much tungsten at this moment, so let's reduce that a little bit. Could buy more chromium. Potentially should do that. Let's do it. Yeah, but other than that, things are seemingly somewhat fine. Ooh, this is not good. Ah, I see. I see. So we are being attacked over here. Landing craft done, that's lovely. Shall we go immediately for the next one? I don't think so. I mean, it is pretty far ahead of time, but we are getting a good bonus there. But I still don't think we need to do that. So let's think about what we really truly need for our advance here against the Soviets. So mechanized equipment obviously would be great, especially for our tanks. So that might be one of the things that we do look at. Better tanks in particular, also a good idea, supposedly. Anti-tank upgrades. Yeah, I like that idea too, to be honest. So let's actually go for the anti-tank upgrades, because that is going to allow us to build better stuff over time. And then what we can do is Oh, floating harbours. Yeah, you know what? Let's build a couple of these. Doesn't need to be an infinite amount, but we can just start some preparations there. Okay, I'm slightly worried about the English advance down here, but I'm hoping that at least we can beat back this part here in this part of the front line. So let's try to circle around there. Align Hungary, done. Lovely. What else do we need? Reintegrate Luxembourg? Or align Romania first? You know what? Let's align Romania first. Right, okay, now you guys can support all of this. All of you can support this attack. Hopefully our troops are going to join in. And the Panzers, please do join in. There we go, that's lovely. Now we should beat them pretty easily. And hopefully be done with that. Right, probably now we can truly get Hungary to join. Yes, they are, finally, that's good to see. And our troops are a little bit better off now. Okay, so at least that, that danger was averted, so that's good. Yeah, and everything else seems to be still pretty fine. Doctrines are available. That is probably, yeah, mobile warfare. Do we want to go that route? Yeah, you know what? Infantry organization, that's a pretty big boost there. So fire brigades it is. Decisions available. Yeah, let's spend more here. I really want to beat the British here. Production. Anything that we need to build there? I don't think so. All of this should be something that we have already. Fuel is also looking fine for now. Let's look at the air war briefly. Everything seems to be fine. Oh, we don't need you guys up here actually. So let's get you down here. Fight over there. And then these bombers here. I suppose we could bring you over here. No, this is really the realm of tactical bombers, I believe. So let's have you come down here. And what we can actually do is grab a couple of tactical bombers. Bring you down here, there, and just start supporting this area here. These fights here should be going a little bit better with that help. More insufficient resources, but everything looking fine so far. Resistance to occupation, especially in Poland. Yeah, we kind of figured. Königsberg radar is being built up, but it's taking its sweet time. Let's deprioritize this stuff here. I think the infrastructure has a higher priority. And we should prioritize the infrastructure that takes the longest rather than the shortest. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, free military factories, always nice. Let's build a couple more naval bombers I thought we wanted to do, right? Which one of these are naval bombers? I think the Dornier, right? Yeah. There we go. That does mean we need more rubber yet. But the Dutch East Indies are going to give that to us. Right, there we go. Still we have more free military factories. Interesting. Well, maybe some more scout... No. Some more scout planes, I guess. Right, that was the anti-tank guns, I think. No, what was that? I did not realize what that was. I thought it was the anti-tank guns. And it already seemed a bit early. Oh well, let's check it out anyway. Right, so, yeah, you know what? Let's research this stuff. We do have the bonus there. Should be fairly quick. The British are spending a lot of stuff here on this, I realise. Improved infantry equipment? Nice. The Granatwerfer would be lovely. And... oh, damn it. I thought we could... It's one modifier. I thought it was two. Nibelwerfers would be fun. But I don't want to go, you know, the all soft attack route. So let's not do that for the moment. Could go with this, could go with that. Some more rubber really might be useful, but I doubt we have the industrial capabilities to truly build that up. So honestly, we're just going to improve the infantry here for the moment. I suppose we... are we researching any aircraft? Not really, so... yeah, well, I guess we can go for doctrines here, so... let's go with hunt and destroy. Gives us some bonuses there. So that is always nice. How's the situation in Africa looking? Well, our troops are finally rested and somewhat doing fine. And we've lost the support there with the Dutch. That's not nice. Good. Okay, anything else then? I think we should try to get towards somewhat better destroyers and capital ships potentially even. You know what? Let's start down the carrier route. I think it's the most. You know what? I think our naval strategy will be to use destroyers backed up by land-based naval bombers. I think that's probably the best choice that we have because destroyers will be comparatively easy to build. So let's go ahead and research the destroyer hull here, and that should be fine. Right, apparently you guys are beating the enemy over here, so what we are in fact going to do is we're going to pull you guys up and try to get behind them. If the Italians are doing a good thing here for once, I think that is something that we're going to try to capitalize on. Right, you guys are all doing okay. Could go for more flanpanzers and stuff. We are building a couple of railway guns. I'm guessing more. Really, what else do we need? We have a lot of spare stuff. We should actually train more troops, I think. How are we looking on medium tanks? Relatively fine. We could convert a couple. Light tanks. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple of Panzer IIs now in the... You know what? I'm actually going to get rid of these very small amounts of stuff here. The rest can be set up for training also. But... yeah, you guys should be fine. You know what we're going to do is we're going to convert a couple of the older versions to the newer versions. That should be fairly quick. We don't have that many of these, but I think, you know, as we are reinforcing them and replacing them, that should be pretty nice. And then what else can we do? Yeah, you know what? Let's train up a couple of motorized units, 6 or so. And I suppose we should really look at training up a lot more garrisons for Norway. So let's look at 12 or so. They don't all need to go to Norway, but at least some of them should. And then you guys have 5, so you know what? We can train up to 19 more infantry divisions. And we are shy on something, and I suppose that it's going to be manpower. Manpower. Manpower it is, so manpower laws are going to be are going to be extended. Okay, is it really that bad? Yeah, but everything else we have, so we don't really need anything else here. Let's go for another railway gun. I just like railway guns. They're fun. They're fun to play around with. Naval battle off the coast of Norway, I suppose. Yeah, lots of convoys being sunk here. That is nice. I don't actually know why they still have convoys in that entire area, but as long as they do, gonna be happy about that. Right, how's our battle down here looking? Well, they are putting in reinforcements, and I think they're going to be winning this battle. I don't think we can keep that up. We've aligned to Romania. Let's go for integrated war economies. I thought we could do that. Cannot have this and German war economy. Okay, got it. Well, we can still form the Reichskommissariat. I'm not entirely sure what these decisions do, but I'm intrigued. So let's try to find out. Deploy units. Which units are to be deployed here? You? Not sure. Not really sure. Someone's going to be deployed here. Okay, tanks. Let's assign them to you. We can invite you guys here to faction. Yeah, we're going to, of course, do that. And some more naval results. Just convoys, really. We don't really care too much about convoys. I really, really wish there was a way for the game to tell you, that something dramatically is happening, like, for example, a major capital ship engagement. French and Belgian troops here, interesting. Anti-tank upgrade, lovely. Let's go for the pack here. for the improved high velocity guns. They're not really that crucial, but they are going to be nice to have, I think. How are we looking in production here? Computing machine done. Nice. Could go with further stuff there, but I don't think it's really required. I would potentially like better naval bombers. It's going to be our most important asset here. So yeah, you know what? Let's try to research that. Yeah, you guys are doing relatively strongly here. These guys can pierce us, actually. Why is that? Piercing 4. Armor 1. That's because of all of the stuff that we lost, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Let's have you guys wait here for a moment. Japan? Yeah, we're gonna accept that. Okay, both of you have now somewhat recovered. Let's join in with this attack. And that should, hopefully, at least, you know, I think once we kill one of these guys... Ooh, Jesus, that's not good. That's not good at all. How can they have so many troops? So many troops. Oh, we lost 2 submarines? Is that it? Yeah. What's going on down here? So where are our bombers actually currently? Our naval bombers. Let's try to grab a couple of our units. So these fighters over here. Why don't we base you down here, say, and fly you over the Mediterranean then? And then the other thing that we need is our naval bombers. These are scouts. These are naval bombers. Oh yeah, they were getting ready for the channel, but I think actually the Mediterranean here is the more important hunting ground. So let's try to get down there. It's not going to help us with this situation here, which is clearly starting to look like it's pretty much beyond repair, honestly. I think we are losing here, and we are losing pretty badly. Come on, come on. At least until you survive up there. This is nerve-wracking. I don't think... Well, I'm not paying a lot of attention here to this Italian front, but this is not great. Just look at how many troops the British have. How can they supply all of these guys? Just wow. And notice that our bombers, the moment that they arrive here, they're doing immensely good work. So that's fantastic to see. Can we actually found another division also of another air group here of these guys? Close support, interwar fighters. Come on, naval bombers? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we do have a couple of these guys lying around. So how about you guys go down here? How about you go down here? Oh, come on now. And then during the day, you can try to bomb the Western Med. Submarine. Oh, speaking of submarines, we have, of course, researched the new submarines, and I didn't even implement them. Oops. So, yeah, let's try to look at them. So, we've got the 1940 submarine hull. What are we going to do with that? We're going to give it a good engine, of course. We are going to give it good torpedo tubes, of course. We are going to give it torpedo tubes, of course. We are going to give it a snorkel. We are going to give it torpedoes. Can we buy that? Yes, we can. So, shall we call this the Type 9? I think the Type 9 is an appropriate name for this. Let's do it. We're going to produce you. All of our naval capabilities are going to be allocated to that. Just finish building whatever you've started building there. And then we're going to do more of these guys. Fine. Fantastic. I like it. Good. What I dislike is still the situation down here. This is messy, and we're going to lose 2 units. I don't know when was the last time I lost units in Hearts of Iron. That feels like a long, long time ago. But you know what? Losing is a little bit fun. It's good. I mean, yes, it was not completely, you know, we could have paid more attention there is what I'm saying. Speaking of more tension, look at that. So how about we establish another air group here? Now we don't have an enormous amount of bombers, but maybe some close air support. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Let's try to get a couple of new troops here. Unless, of course, I have absolutely no way of reaching that coast. Oh, that's too bad. Right, okay. In that case, let's get you down here. And let's do naval strikes during the day, of course. And the other thing that we can do, I suppose, is actually grab naval bombers in this harbour. And your job is going to be to... Sorry, your job is going to be to do naval strikes down here. We should potentially try to get an airbase over here just so we can cover the entire coast. It's only convoys anyway, still for the moment. Right, okay, Yugoslavia. So, what else are we going to need to do here? Well, we've got a couple of thousand planes here. Let's grab a couple of you guys at least. Fly over the Western Balkans, so we've got some cover. Yeah, I suppose 600 of you is going to be fine. And then what else do we need? Bombers, I suppose. Let's grab bombers and let's have you fly over the Western Balkans too. And again, this is hopefully going to be somewhat of a blitz campaign. So I suppose we're not going to take too long here. We're going to accept, of course, the call to arms here. Bypassed. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we are doing some good fights over there, especially with the white group here. Let's also have the red group advance, so we're not going to pay too much attention to that. I really don't think that they're going to do any encirclement here. I think and of course we could do better, you know, if we made deep strikes, but just look at how that works. This is Yugoslavia. We're going to pay much more attention to the war in the east, of course, once that is happening. Well, our war support is looking fine, so I don't think we need more war encouragement. You know, I don't want to do too much here, but this is an opportunity that's just looking too good. Let's try to cut off these two units there. And once they are entering this tile, you guys should be overrun. That should allow us to bring a lot more troops forward. All of this is apparently going to Italy, which I dislike. I would have liked some access to the Mediterranean simply for trade purposes. But oh my, as long as the Italians don't collapse, I'm going to be alright. Right, here we go. Finally, some of our aircraft are in action, and they are sinking some destroyers. So yeah, that's good. More submarines. I wonder how many submarines do they actually have? We're losing some planes over here, but since we are researching the next version, I don't want to do too much there anyway. Okay, and you just should be overrun here completely. That's also going to be nice because I think the UK actually kicked out Italy from that place. Situation down here is somewhat stabilized. These guys are done, that's lovely and such, but do we want to go and research new technology here? What's that? Amphibious tractors. I don't think we have ever built those. Of this 1942, we don't really need 1942. You know what? Let's go for the next tank technology here, I think. Because really we are interested in tanks. And I'm also interested in heavy tanks. Breakthrough 20, armor 44. Why is armor downplayed? Certainly not due to Henschel, is it? I don't know. Let's go for heavy tanks. I'm interested in a heavy tank battalion. Some of you mentioned the mouse. I'm not sure whether you can actually. Probably you can build a mouse, right? Yeah, you can. We will need to build that. Oh, we will. Oh, we will. Right, let's accelerate this somewhat. And just watch as we are ravaging the Yugoslavian coast here. Right, come on, just advance into here. Just cut them off. Really, all of these tanks, your point is to advance ahead. Your point is not to fight where the enemy is strong. Your point is to finish them off. Who dares wins? Yes, lovely. Good. Come on, now you can finish them off. There we go, fantastic. Why don't you capture this first? And this should soon collapse. So we're going to play until that point, and then we're going to call it a day, because I don't... Oh, yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Good stuff. Hungary, Romania, all of them are getting a piece of the pie. I don't think we had war against Greece yet, are we? No. You guys are absolutely lovely. Fine. Good. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and everything, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye.